Good morning, everyone. We got Kevin Scott in the chat here. He dropped a $10 super chat. One red die, one blue die. We will definitely do that. Thank you very much. We got Brian Weezy from Green Bay. We got Stephanie from Milwaukee area. Good morning to everybody. Let's go going 3632. Got 5-5 hard 10. Explosion on that left side. Single pitch on the right side. Did my shooter competition yesterday. Not so good. I got a 4 and an 8. So 8, I think it's going to be pivotal whether I get to the next round or not. If I do, it will be a lucky chance. And remember that you only get 2 shots at the second round, 5-1-6. And it's kind of luck of the draw. It really is. You know, for as much as we practice here, sometimes you do well, sometimes you don't. Yesterday was, in my opinion, not a good day of throwing, but it is what I recorded, so it is what it is. For 1-5. And that's giving me an explosion on the right side, double pitch on the left. 3632. Good morning, Scott. How did you live, Craps? Three, 2, 5, Justice Gen 5. She's in Vegas right now. At least she was yesterday. With the White Crab Shooters group. Uncle Hulk was there too, so he might not be in the chat here today. Good morning, Gary. What's up? Magic Aces. So I had a good weekend with Mary this weekend. We Saturday went up to Door County, and that's in the northeastern part of Wisconsin. Kind of a tourist area. Went up to a place called Egg Harbor, and got a room up there for the night. It was a good time. Relaxing. 4-1-5. Final push. Weddings will be June 10th, next week Tuesday. So next week Tuesday is definitely no show, because if I do, I'm sure I won't be getting married if I have a show. Just had a long road, Main Street. I did not hear that. That's awesome. Cool morning in Milwaukee. A little cool here in Manitowoc also. It's like 57 today. 235 again, just Gen 5. Did take a trip up to Green Bay on Friday night. Did not fare well. I lost like about $230. So I bought MP300 out for like $70. But you get those sessions every so often. A 1-3-4 for Joe. Good morning, Joel. That was interesting. The left one stopped. The right one hit the right wall and stopped. 426. Holy cannoli. 3632. Just split apart. Another 426. Double pitch on the left side, single pitch on the right side, ultimately single pitch of the dice. LMC craps, all dots, all spots. Midnight. Kind of a little bit all over the place at the current moment. We'll see if we can rein this in as we get the show going, as we get warmed up. The shoulder's a little bit stiff today. That actually was a nice throw, but we got a 437 double pitch of the dice. That one actually looked nice. Other than the result, it did everything I was looking for. Good morning, Mad Hatter. Positive thoughts today, he goes. That's exactly what we need to do. A little bit right of the landing zone, 3 hearts, 6. Primary top side, both dice. Good morning, Nemo. Less mush and more push. Is that your version of less chin and more spin? Yeah, we got 5, 1, 6. Dice went down nice. They did split apart on us. That's going to be a double explosion. Like I said, a little bit of everything today, so far this morning. So get this reined in. Hopefully we'll have some nice, decent rolls. Yippers, says Nemo. And we got a 347, usual way to end the warm-up here. So that means we'll get it all the way and hopefully get some good rolls coming up. So let's get it going. Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today's episode number 587 of the Level Up program, and this is my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table and then playing a blue collar craps style of play. On the YouTube side of things, we got Kevin Scott checking in number 1. He drops in a $10 super chat. He's asking for 1 red die, 1 blue die, and I do thank you very much for that, Kevin. We got Brian from Green Bay, Brian Flegel. We got Dice Mama Steph. We got Wattage Live Craps Scott. Gary's checking in here. 208 Craps Joe from all the way from Idaho, and he's talking about his watch. So let's go through our weather really quick here. We've got 57 degrees here in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. Wind is at 3 miles an hour, so it feels like 57. So anyhow, hey, if you're new to the program here, this is one of my daily practice shooting the dice at the craps table. I also play blue collar craps style play, something I've coined where it is basically a 2-hit and regress type strategy, so you can hopefully get all that shooter as fast as possible. If you're playing along here live on Crapsee, make sure you click that live tab to bring over to the table that we are using today. Remember, this is for entertainment and educational purposes. We are going to try and get our bankroll back up to $2,500 here today. We'll see how that goes. We ended up up a few dollars, not as much as I would like to last Friday. We did have some good rolls, but we also right at the end had kind of a bad roll or two that took all my profits and kind of threw it back. But hey, that's where you gotta get to the cage as fast as you can after you have those nice rolls. So we do an hour show here, so I'm going to continue betting because it is an hour show. Anyhow, let's get started here. Click that bets, get your bets in. We got 12 people on Crapsee ready to go. We got 11 people ready watching live here. And I'm not going to do any line bets yet. So let's go all bet set. Dice out. 3, 6, 3, 2. Cousin 2 sets. And we're going to start off with the hard fuzzy 422. It's going to Cruise Brian from Holy Roller. So let's mark that point up 4. And make sure everything's set up here. 3632. That's going to be an implosion on the left side, single pitch on the right side. Okay, everything seems to be working. That's good. So our bets. I didn't even look to see what bet level I'm going to be at here today. So we got what, $1,600 is our bankroll. So we're going to go 96 across. Remember, I am getting ready for these cruise coming up, which is the $10 table. We're going to start off at the $15 level here to begin. And we'll call that all bets set. And dice out. 3, 6, 3, 2. Here we go. That one did stop on me, but we got a 3-5 Grape Ape. So we hit number 1. 3, 6, 3, 2, and a 3, 5. That's gonna be a single pitch of the dice on that right side. That's hit number 1. $21 brought back. We'll drop it $1. We'll go 22 inside pressure. Again, 3, 6, 3, 2. And all bets set. Dice out. As par for the first shooter, we got a 617. We don't get all the first shooter. It's been our trend the last 3 or 4 sessions we've done. 3, 6, 3, 2. We got a 6-1. That was a little bit harder than I probably should have thrown dice. We will definitely work our way out of this again. We'll try it again. 3, 6, 3, 2. Puck turns off. Here, let's get everything reset. We are going to do a $10 pass line today, or this time. And we'll call that all bet set. So let's change it around here. 3, 6, 3, 2. They said it's again that left one stop, but we had a 6, 4, 10. That is Waylon's best friend on that end. Sorry, Glenn. 3, 6, 3, 2, and a 6, 4. That's going to be a single pitch of the dice. Both of them. The right side was a double. The left one was a single, so ultimately single pitch. 96 across is where we're going with. We'll go on. Let's just drop in $10 in odds here. So we'll actually be at an odd $101 out there. So 3, 6, 3, 2. Cruise practice will hit the wall. We will hit the wall. Yes. 100% on that, Mad Hatter. But anyhow, let's go. All bets set here. And dice up. No short rolls will be counted. They both have to hit the back wall. I'm not sure if the side wall counts as the back wall, though. So that's a good question. I'll have to find out. But short rolls will not count on the cruise. We got magic aces, 112. I have been on one other cruise. That was a Royal Caribbean as well, which is the one I'm going on now. And I mean, if it was just a hair away, they still did not count it. You had to touch the back wall, and they're pretty strict on that, no matter what the result of the number is. So that's no help for us for our bets. So again, 3632. It's a little cold in the dungeon down here today, so I probably should start that heater up again one of these days. Make sure we have a nice warm room to throw the dice in, but we'll deal with it. I am a Wisconsinite, so I should be used to the cold weather. 3632. So. And we got a 4-5 hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. So that should be hit number 1. 3632, 4-5. Get another single pitch of the dice. Good morning, lazy dog. Woof woof. Thumbs up, everyone. He goes. So that was a 9. We are going to go again. 22 inside pressure. Dropping $1 to get to that. B632. And we'll call that all bet set. Dice out. Hit the hook on that one. 257. Oh my God. We can't get past that second hit. Yeah, we can. We could do it. We're going to switch sets right away. 257 is the result on that one. So that one's going to be one off axis. Single pitch. Implosion. A single pitch. Okay. Arizona got rain. Hey, let's go to 5454. I haven't really seen too many double pitches here yet. We're going to stay consistent. Again, $10 pass line. No negativity here, my friend. Frustration maybe, but no negativity. But it is what it is. We'll go all bet set and dice out. Just gotta kind of laugh at myself a little bit here. And we got a 4, 6, 10. That is Waylon's best friend on that end. Daddy Joe. So that's going to be off axis on the right hand side there. 5454 with a 4, 6, 10. This is going to be a good roll. I have a good feeling here. So 5454, marking that point at 10. Again, we're going with 96 cross, $10 in odds. And I will call that all bet set. Dice out. And we got a 6-5 mid-mo-yo. Cheeto coming to us from above. Now that times the left dice is off axis. Primary on top on the right side. No help for us. And we'll go all bet set. 17 people playing along here and 18 people watching. 9 thumbs up. And base out. And we got a 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. Again, hit number 1 for us here. 5-4-5-4. Again, right die off axis this time. Primary on top on the left side. And again, we're going to go 22 inside pressure, dropping $1 to get to that. Oops. There we go. Keeping the odds at $10. Lazy dog. He goes, Joe, with the lunar phase, he goes, full moon or good rolls are about to increase. June 11th will be full rolls. Yeah. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes. We'll go all bet set here and dice out. And we got an ace deuce Alfredo sauce. And again, kind of not a pretty roll there. They both kind of wrinkled over to the left there. That means that my wrist was slightly twisted when I released those dice. Or, yeah, that's probably what it was. No hope for me. 5-4, 5-4. And we'll call that all bet set. Dice out. Fingers are not centered when I grasp dice that time, so redo it. And we got magic aces. Wow, I just cannot hit box numbers today. Numbers are a rarity, so we switch this around. That's gonna be a drift of the dice. Drift and left. Yeah, I'm not. We're not doing the adult beverage package this time, Mad Hatter. We are doing the soda package. Both Mary and I made that decision since we are on this weight loss journey here, which I did not weigh in today, so that's why I did not put my Monday weight on. Our weight loss. I know that I did not do well this weekend on the diet since we were on our mini vacation, so results. And we got to see craps, all the dots, all the spots, midnight. So we got both of the hard ones all the way here. Now, you're pointing the ATS. Hopefully that'll benefit for us here. Whoops. So looks like today's a good field day. 5-4, 5-4. And midnight was no help for me. And all bet set. This out. 437. Wow, nothing paying here. Okay, double pitch of the dice. That one was lacking energy, I think. So maybe we need to get a little more energy in those dice. Okay, major digging I'll do here today. We are down to 13 on our bankroll. Good morning, Greg. Hard work for you today, Joel. Double digits are okay. I am just saying as well. Let's make this triple digits. How's that? We'll go for 100 plus this time. We got time. I don't think John's in a show today, so if we run over, we run over. Okay, let's change this around. We got 7, 5, 4, 2, 3. Oh, 7 set. All winner set. And dice out. No pass line this time. And a pass line winner. That is a 2-5. Loser on a DP. Again, 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bets set. 21 people playing along here. Days out. Three, 4 on the come out. Pass line winner again. I actually have 4, 3. So we definitely got a dominant number today. Last time with the all winner set here, see how it fares. And all bets out. Is out. Two, 6, 8. The Dursolate. So I'm working at point of 8. And those bets set up again. 96 across. And we're going to try to go 3 hits this time to do a little bit of recovery. We'll see how that works. Hopefully we can get out of the shooter. We haven't so far, so that can hurt anything if we try it once. So that Joe goes 33% big red, question mark. He goes twice what it should be. So that means that we're going to have twice the long rolls here now. So we can get some of that money back, right? So let's go. That's set. And that's up. See, Mad Hatter, positive thinking. That's up. And we got 3, 1, 4. That's Big Joe. Craps Master Journey. So marking that point of 4. No, we're on a point already. Yeah, we're on a point. This we hit number 1. I'm confused. Lazy Dog dropped at $1.99 super chat. I appreciate it, my friend. That is very cool. Better tip your dealer. So thank you very much. Anyhow, that was a 4. So let's do this once. Let's go 22 inside pressure. Again, 5, 4, 2, 3. And all but set. This out. And we get a 538, the Great Babe. So this is our first shooter that actually paid out twice. Wow. That's awesome. 5, 4, 2, 3. And that's going to be a single pitch of the dice. Okay, we're going to push our luck today. And we are going to go, that was a winner 8, by the way. The puck does turn off. We're going to push our luck. We're going to go another 22 inside pressure. We'll turn those bets off while we're waiting for a new point to be established.
Hold the elevator, says Joel. That's right. Told you it's going to be a long roll this time.
Okay, let's go. How about set? And dice out. And a 314, we're back on that 4. No, we're not back on the 4. We were on a different number. We had a 4 in the first part, though. 314, Big Joe. Craps Master Journey. And that's our first repeat number for the day here. Puck turns back on. We are going to look for hit number 3 here. As a form of recovery. And we'll call that 26 people watching there. But set this out. Wow, we got hit number 3. Yeah. 4-4 hard 8 square pair. So we got out of this shooter finally with some recovery. That's $90 brought back to the rack. We're going to drop our bets down. We're going to go to 64 across. So that's a little bit of recovery built in. Not much, but a little bit. It gets us going in the right direction at least. Matt Hatter's asking if he's going to be for the, if Joel's going to be at the Crafts for the Cure. He says no. I am going to try to get to it, pending how I do on my cruise. If I do well on the cruise, or at least get close to break even, I will have enough money to go to the Crafts for the Cure. If I don't, then I'm not going. But it is what it is. I will know more specifically at the middle of July. So. And we got 369. That's a triple D, the Dice Dr. Dan. I know that I have been in discussion with 1 or 2 individuals here about arrangements for room down there. So I have my hotel and everything to take care of right now, as of right now, should I decide to go. It basically comes down to bankroll and the flight and everything. So that was a 9. Let's make that 9 and 5 look like 15. So I'm looking at, I would like to go though. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, we'll go all bet set here. 26 people playing along. 20 people watching this out. And we got a hard 10, the old bait bushel, 5-5. 5, 4, 2, 3, and a 5, 5, 10 result. And let's make that 10 look like 15. I'll make that 4 look like 15. Just doing minor little presses here so we can bring some money back to the rack and get some money up on the table. 122 brought back, 84 on the table currently. You're just gonna bring some fish food. So David, you're gonna be there at Crapsee for the Cure. I might have to go just to meet you. Nice out. And we got a 5-4 hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. Single pitch of the dice. And let's make that 9 look like $25. And all bets set. This out. And 6-1. I got you your double digit there, Joel. Unfortunately, not much more than that. 5, 4, 2, 3. We got a 6, 1, 7. Ouch. So we've got a little bit of progress there. 11 shooter. We went on a shooter number 5. We're only 28 minutes into the show. Let me get a drink here quick. And we're going to be going into the next year. We actually did a little bit of recovery there. We made $49 on that one. So a little bit towards recovery. And again, we're going to go $10 pass line bet here. And again, we're going to stick with it all winner set 5, 4, 2, 3. And dice up. A little bit of a jerky motion on that one. We got 3, 2, 5, Justice Gen 5. So it's marked at 0.5. So I need to work on release, the forward progression and the release. Where my problem is line today, if you ask me. She's 96 across, $10 odds. 5, 4, 2, 3. So I have to concentrate release and forward progression, not jerky progression. And all that's set. There you go. 3, 1, 4. Big Joe. Crapsee Master Journey. We're seeing that 3, 1 quite a bit so far. 4, 2, 3, and 8, 3, 1. So inside pressure here. Just pick up the pressure on the 6, 8, and 9. Leave the odds alone. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bets set. Dice out. Six, 5, mid-mo yo. Chiro coming to us from above. And that's no help for me. 5, 4, 2, 3. Looking for hit number 2 here. They saw us. 3, 2, 5. Winner 5. So the puck will turn off. I just figured something out on that throw. My ring finger is down just a little bit further than the other fingers. And I just reached that on that throw. And if you watch that throw and rerun, the dice stayed together really nice all the way down. So that's what we need to do here. Bets turn off. We're going to bring our bets down. We'll go again, $10 pass line bet. Why did I bring the bets down? Oh, because we're going to regress. That was a regression point. So I will go 64 across once we get a new point established. 5, 4, 2, 3 is our dice set. Not 5, 4, 3, 2. It's 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bets out. So 5, 4, hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. So that time the dice did split apart a little bit, but they still did fly down relatively uniform. 5, 4, 9. Marking a point of 9. And we're going to go with the 64 across the level now. 5, 4, 2, 3. All of it set. They set. Three, 3 hard 6 double degen. So we're going to press our bets up a little bit differently this time than we did the last couple times. Last time, I mean. That was a 6. Let's make that 6 look like $24. Go full press on that. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we'll go all bets set. This out. And we got a 1-5 KitchenAid mixer. Five, 4, 2, 3. 1, 5, 6. So let's make that 6 look like $24 as well. And all bets set. This out. Four, 2, 6. The holy cannoli, the 4, 2, 6. So when I was at the casino on Friday, I actually got the chance to throw the dice 2 times. Both of them are somewhere around that 8 range, so nothing spectacular. But during the second time I shot, there was a guy at the end of the table, a little bit away from me, and it just bothers me when people say stupid like this, stuff like this. But you know, I was doing my normal routine for the dice, and he goes, "Well, this guy's like super serious with his dice setting and everything." He goes, "I like it," you know, and then like 2, 3 rolls later, I hit a 7. So it was kind of irritating, but yeah, let's go to $30 on that 6. So I like quiet when I'm throwing the dice. Just little things like that sticks in the mind. So anyhow, sucks. Wow, repeat that that result. I mean, not the result, the throw. Those dice were tight all the way down together. 6, 6, 12, OMC craps, all the dots, all the spots, midnight. Those things were glued together. Interesting. Interesting. Hey, Jen, how you doing? Yeah, you too, when you have to shoot, you like to focus, yeah. Just little things like that just throws the concentration off a little bit. I will say that doing a show here has helped me quite a bit. That 6-6-12 is no help for me. Has helped me with the concentration and you know, blocking out some distractions, but some things just kind of sticking out. It's just one of those that's stuck. But you know, they sucked. And we have another holy cannoli, 426. So Jen, did you have a nice roll? I heard that you did. Somebody I think Kevin put that in the beginning of the chats here. You had a nice roll this weekend. It's always good to see and hear. 426, the holy cannoli. That's nice. So it'll go up to $42. 143 brought back, 106 on the table. That's awesome. Very good. Very good. You've learned when to turn the bets off. Yeah. So let's go. All bets set here and dice out. Six, 5, minimal yo. We are definitely hitting field numbers today, I'll tell you that. 6-5, no help for me. That is Chiro. Showing up on the table again. Five, 4, 2, 3. Top table, try to bring people back. Yeah, when people say, come on, shooter, it's, yeah. Anytime there's anybody loud that just stands out, you know, that's what really gets me. So when I play with Ian, he has a voice that carries. So Jen will appreciate that comment. 5, 4, 2, 3. One, 5, 6, another KitchenAid mixer. Definitely will take that. That's a nice repeat hit on that 6. 5, 4, 2, 3, and a 1, 5, 6. Yeah, Iron Cross might be a good day for me today. Although we are hitting the 6 pretty consistently here at the current moment. Go to $60 on the 6. And we'll call that all bets set. Dice out. They stay cross on me. We have another holy cannoli, 426. Oh, that is going to be a nice hit for us. 423 and the 426. I think one more will be a repeater win on that. Let's see if we can hit that repeater on the 6. Good morning, Clay. Let's go to $90 on that 6. Again, 5, 4, 2, 3. And all but set. This out. That was a repeater one on that one. Okay. So repeater on 6 so far. Sorry, boom. Yes. Yeah, we got a 4, 6, 10. Again, Waylon's best friend on that end. Daddy Joe. 5, 4, 2, 3, and a 4, 6 result. 4, 6, 10. Okay, let's make that 10 look like a quarter. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all but set. Days out. Five, 3, 8. Great Bape. It's tall, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. I didn't even see that. That is very cool. Lazy Dog called it out. Nemo called it out. The tall. Does nothing for me. I'm playing the ATS, but that is awesome. Let's make that 8 look like $30. Excuse me, I just sneezed. Okay. Call that all bet set. And days out. What the hell was that? 268 Tersalite. That was an interesting roll. Okay. Talk about energy reduction. No rolls, says the ship. 268. I will count it. I'll make that 8 look like 42. Glasses up. Come on, shooter, hit the small. Yep. Okay, let's go 5, 4, 2, 3. And we'll call that all bet set. Days out. And we have another 10, 6, 4, 10. This time it's Waylon's best friend on that end. Sorry, Glenn. Went a little bit long on that toss. And we'll go to $50 on that 10. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we'll call that all bet set. It's up to. And we got magic aces. Wow. We're down to just the Alfredo sauce for the tall. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we got a 1, 1, 2. And if I took everything down, I'd be at 1760 or 54, which is up $100, $120 about from my beginning. Now $140. So let's do this one. So let's be smart. Let's bring our bets down. We'll go 96 across. So we're in prop for the day here. That'll bring me down to 1690. So that's gonna be up about $80 from the start here. So that's a smart thing to do. That's our second regression here, and we're just gonna put us to the moon from here now. So let's do that. Let's go all about set and dispatch. So we were able to recover from those first two shooters. First three shooters, actually. Four hard 8. That was an interesting roll again. Square pair. 5, 4, 2, 3, and we got a 4, 4, 8. Again, I need to work on forward momentum of those dice. Yeah, I went 64 across, Joe. I just regressed, got all the way back down as far as I could. We'll go to $24 on an 8. Since we're hitting that 8 and 6s now, we'll press those right away. Did I say 96 cross? I meant 64. No roll. So, okay, all that set and dice out. Looking for the ace deuce. And we got a 628, another Duracell 8. I will take that because it's a pressed up number for me. A 423 and a 62, and that might be a repeater win on that 8. We'll see. It was not. Okay, that's right. Maybe the next one is. The 4, 2, 3 is the dice that we're sticking with. And let's go at $30 on that 8. And all that set. Dice out. So that's 4 rolls on that 8. Oh, I thought I did more than that in 8. Only 4 this time. Dice out. And we got a 1, 5, 6 again. KitchenAid mixer. At 4, 2, 3 and 1, 5, 6. Isn't it funny how things turned around? We had a pretty slow start today, but we did turn it around. Put a 24 on that 6. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all but set. Dice out. Regress, press, or stay the same? Question mark, says Scott. That's your call, my friend. If you've regressed to profit, that would be awesome. And then you can press the moon from there if you want. It's my suggestion. 314, Big Joe. Craps Master Journey. That's my suggestion. If you're at goal, regress to goal and then start pressing from there and playing with free money, extra money, excess money, fun money, wacky money as I go right now. To the moon, says Joel. $3,600 profit on the shooter, 13 on the layout. To me, I would go either 640 across or 1280 across is what I would do with that type of money. Like 640 across is a good regression because that way you can get the bets up really fast again. So that might not be a bad thing there, Scott. 640. But anyhow, we had, that was a 4 that we threw. So let's go to quarter on that 4. And I'll bet set this out. Another 9 for 5 hard 9. Big Daddy Mac. 5, 4, 2, 3, and we got a 4, 5, 9 result. And then we don't have that puck is a turn off. We're looking for a new point here, and we're just going to collect that one since we only had the pass line on that. We didn't have any odds at all. 5, 4, 2, 3. So that's what you were thinking. Okay, yeah, that's not a bad idea. 640 across is a good starting point, and you can progress up really fast from there to the black chip level. Try to get the purple chips if you want, and dice out. And on the come out, this is an interesting come out, 167. Unfortunately, that's going to reset that ATS bets for you guys. So make sure you bring those back up again if you want that. 4, 2, 3, and we got a 167. Good time for that. Roll extender. So we're still looking for a point here. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we'll call that all bet set. Dice out. Yeah, here comes the sauce. That is not the truth, Joe. Wouldn't that be funny? That would probably be reality, though. Nope, we're close though. We're close. 235, Justice Gen 5. So it's marked at point of 5. But that's reality. A lot of times, it's that number that you needed is the next number rolled. Yeah, someday. I've never been a black chip player ever. I have had. $300 is the most I've ever had on a number, and I was down in Joliet area when I was playing along with Alfredo and Arnell and all those guys. That was the most I ever had. But yeah, we're on that 5. Let's take that 5, 10 odds. We'll go 25 on that 9. No, we're going to 15 on a 9. And 10 odds on that 5. Okay. All by set. And dice out. And we got a 4, 5 hard 9. Big Daddy Mac. Getting 5, 4, 2, 3. 4, 5, 9 results. Okay, now we're going to go to 25 on that 9. Again, 5, 4, 2, 3. Most you ever had was 1K in a table. When I had that $300, it was like on the 6 or the 8. I can't remember what it was. I probably had maybe $750 on the table at that time. I'd be lying if I told you exactly, but it's somewhere around that amount. So I basically had a paycheck on there. Yeah, we got 3, 5, Grape Ape. 5, 4, 2, 3, and 3, 5, 8. So Jen's was 7K. That would be awesome. That would be interesting. $42 on the 8 we're going to go to. but everything's relative where you start with your bankroll and how you progress it up. And a lot of it depends on where you're at in your session. You know, if you're in profit, I would have no problem putting money on the table if I'm in profit. If I'm behind, I'm trying to catch up, I'm regressing quite often. Maybe that's not the right thing to do. I'm not really sure at times, but all that said here, it's out. But if you're in profit, it definitely go for the gusto. Try to get more into the rack. So 426, the holy cannoli. 426. That one rolled off the back wall just a little bit too far for my liking. But I'll definitely take 7 sixes on this shooter alone. I'm sorry, 8 sixes. My computer's a little slow on updating there. But that's another 6. We'll go to $30 on that 6. 5, 4, 2, 3. Yep. 96 across and was down 2K in the session. Just went for it. Yeah, that would be nice. All that set and face out. And another 8, 268. The right one stopped almost in its tracks. 5, 4, 2, 3, and we got a 268. Jen is here, and she's a frequent cruiser. The question to you, Jen, is when you're on a cruise, obviously Royal Caribbean, the dice have to hit the back wall. They don't count it, but does the side wall count as a back wall on a roll? That's my question. So if, let's say the left die goes forward, hits the back wall, the right one goes to the right and hits the right wall. Would that be considered a valid roll? Interesting question. $60 on that 8, up 3 units. And we'll go all that set here. Dice out. No, not the mirror. Let's say it hits the alligator diamonds on the right side. So just before the mirror, if you will. Dice out. And that's going to be the end of the roll. 1, 6, 7. So that was a decent roll. Did some major recovery on that, made a profit for the day here, so I'm happy with that. So let's go through our statistics. That's exactly 1 hour to the point here. We made $448 on that roll, so that's awesome. Okay, so let's go with our statistics for the day. We ended up with an SOR today of 11.0, SRR of 6.9. After a shaky first 3 shooters, we had a 3 of 4, 7 on that. None of those 3 paid out 2 hits for me. But then we had shooter number 4 with 11, shooter number 5 with 30. And our box numbers and inside numbers did come out to be pretty much expected. 4s and 10s are a little bit above expected. Come out 7s are a little bit high today. Horns are expected. Fields are high. So everything just kind of averaged out, except for those hardways are a little bit low today. Our strong numbers today were slightly that 4, slightly the 6, definitely the 8, and slightly that 10 as well. Looking at our level up dice roll results here through the end of last week, Friday. 4,212 throws, SORs at a 9.27, SRRs at a 6.53, our BSRs at a 6.27. So those numbers that we threw today should hopefully bring some of those numbers up a little bit here. And Mad Hatter goes, our wattage live craps goes, that was awesome. Matt Harris says beauty roll. Dice Mom says fantastic roll. K Fisher says amazing micro adjustment will do it. That is 100%. That was the only difference I did here on that last shooter is I moved my ring finger up just not even a millimeter, maybe a little bit little over, a little bit less than a millimeter. That's all that I did with that. But Jen has been talking to me privately about betting and stuff like that, and she actually complimented today. Thank you, Jen. Says good job staying disciplined. So that is exactly what this show should be all about, is disciplined play, not leveling up our bets, doing the right thing when it needs to be. But anyhow, I will be back tomorrow. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody, thank you very much for joining along here. I will be back tomorrow. Have a great day. Be safe and be prosperous.